Good morning everybody who's out there. This is my first live on Instagram, which is very exciting for little old me. So, the reason I thought I'd do this little live is that I use something called tapping, which is also known as EFT. I use it lots. Hi Helen. I use it lots. I use it every day anyway. I also use it with my clients, whether they're coming to me just for tapping or for coaching. And it's a great tool. It's a great self-help therapy, which you can learn the basics of really quickly and use it whenever you need to. So I'll explain a little bit about it maybe before we begin. So EFT is called Emotional Freedom Technique. And that's basically what it offers. It's a therapy that gives you freedom from negative emotion that can get stored up in your energy system, which is also your meridian system. From a science point of view, there's lots of scientific studies, over 100, that prove the effectiveness of tapping. And one of the studies, or many of the studies, all prove the fact that when you touch on specific acupressure points, these are the kind of points you might have come across with acupuncture and other therapies. You make a direct connection with part of the brain called the amygdala, which is about the size of an almond. And one of the things the amygdala helps start and stop is the fight or flight or freeze response in the brain. That in turn raises your stress hormone levels, which is one of the stress hormones is called cortisol. And the whole thing is, your amygdala gets fired up, it thinks a saber-toothed tiger's coming, you get stressed, you get ready to run or fight or freeze, but there isn't a tiger. And these days we fire up our amygdala with many small little daily tasks, traffic jam, being late for work, needing to get out of the house and not feeling well, kids driving you crazy, money problems, work pressures, you name it. The amygdala doesn't know the difference, fires up, and you're continually in this stress state, whether it's high or low, and your cortisol levels go up, and then you feel, not only feel stressed, but that stops how you digest your food, how you absorb your nutrients, how you manage your day. It can affect your relationships, blah, 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 blah. We all know, we've all had stress, we all have it still, different levels depending on what we're doing. So, tapping on these specific acupressure points make a direct connection with the amygdala, tells it it's safe and calm, and lowers the cortisol levels being produced in the body. It also lowers your heart rate and changes your blood flow, amongst other things. It's quite magical. So, hi Rachel. So, let's get started. We're sitting comfortably. And I think as I've started talking about stress, and stress is fairly universal, we will carry on with that theme, and we'll just do a little bit of tapping this morning around the area of stress. So if you can just get seated comfortably with both feet on the floor and basically just copy what I'm doing. And it might seem a little bit crazy, but just go with it. So first thing you want to do is just feel how you are in your body today. Maybe have a think about things that are on your mind, stressing you out, whether it's a high level of stress or low, because sometimes we only notice the big stuff when it's really causing us a problem, but there can also be small things that are causing us that low level of annoyance and worry and distraction, and it's sending our energy places we don't need it to be. So just check in with yourself, see maybe what in your life is causing you a little bit of stress or pressure at the moment, and then start tapping on the side of your hand. And that can be either hand, okay? But just choose either outside of either hand and just tap gently with the other fingers. All the tapping is gentle, and you only need to tap 5 to 7 times on each point to get the benefits. So if you just join in with me, even though I feel stressed right now, I can accept myself anyway. And then just keep breathing nice and slow and calm. Then we go to the top of the head, and I tap in a circle up here, just to make sure I get the point. I'm stressed out right now. Inside of the eyebrow, where the hair starts to grow. I'm overwhelmed with everything I need to do. Outside of the eyebrow, I don't know where to start. I'm so tense all the time that I can barely breathe. That's the socket point under your eye. Then under the nose, I am frozen by all this stress. I don't know how to move forward. Under the lip, just where the crease is, I don't know where to start with all of this stress in my life. Then you go for a collarbone point. Either side, just underneath where it's knobbly, about an inch underneath. My necklace isn't helping, but just under there. I've been like this for so long, I can't imagine being without stress. Just tap gently, just 5-7 times. And then under the arm, I use all fingers. It's affecting my health, and that in turn makes me feel more stressed. And then just take a really nice big deep breath together. And let that out. And just go back to tapping on the side of your hand. And then just take a moment to see how you're feeling in your body. I've got a fly. I've got a fly on my camera. And then we'll just go again. Even though I have this stress in my body right now, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Top of the head. I wish I had the time and energy to do all the things I need to do. I have too much on my plate and I just don't know what to do about it. I can feel the stress in my chest. It makes it hard to breathe. My mind is so full, I can't think straight. I feel out of control of this stress that I am under. When will I ever get a break from this stress? Collarbone point, knobbly bit, just underneath. So stressed right now. Under the arm. Why does my life have to be like this? Take another big deep breath. And let that out. So as you'll notice, you can do a round of tapping in less than a minute. And sometimes one round is enough. Other times you need more. I'll just do 3 or 4 for the sake of our little session today, just to give you the idea of where you're tapping and to see if you can feel any difference in your body. So while you're sitting here, before we start the next round, just check in with yourself, feel your feet on the floor so you're really feeling the ground beneath your feet. And feel that with the tapping that we're doing, you're just starting to get your energy system flowing better. I sometimes think of it as a motorway system full of cars, and they're all trying to get somewhere at a nice, comfortable pace. But sometimes there's a traffic jam, and then you get a blockage, and that's where the trouble can begin. And by tapping on these points, you're calming your brain, and you're getting your energy system moving more clearly by blocking any energy hold-ups. Okay, let's go again. Even though I still feel some of this stress in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Knowing I have so much to do, feeling how bad it makes me feel in my body. I hate this stress, the relentless pressure of life. Maybe some of it I cause for myself by putting too much pressure on myself each day. Maybe some of it comes from external sources that I have no control over. Maybe I worry about my health, and that in turn makes the stress worse. Stress can come from so many places, but one thing I'm sure of is how it affects my health. Taking control of how I feel. Take another deep breath. Just keep tapping on the side of the hand. Your hand can be in your lap to make you more comfortable. Just do whatever makes you feel the best. So just see how you're feeling compared to when we started. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and relaxed and calm. And maybe particular issues in your life have come into your mind. And if you're using this on your own, then you can tap on that. You can just have a conversation with yourself while you're tapping through the points about the stuff that's really getting to you. You're acknowledging it and you're letting it go. So we'll go again. Even though I still have a small amount of stress in my body, I love and accept myself anyway. Feeling so much calmer, feeling so much more relaxed, feeling more in control of my day, being open to what comes next and not worrying about it. I have the resources to manage my feelings. I now understand I can use tapping to feel better in the moment. I enjoy the feeling of having this power. I am dissolving the stress as I tap. Feeling free and comfortable and calm. Stress is not my enemy. I can manage how I feel. I am safe. I am calm. I am ready to tackle the day. Take a lovely deep breath. Just have some more people join me. We're just getting near to the end. I didn't know how long to make this as it's my first live, so I thought I'd just do kind of 10-15 minutes and see what you all think. So you've now done about 4 or 5 rounds of tapping, and I'd love to hear how you're feeling now compared to when you started. And if you have any questions, just drop me a DM. I've got a little image of where you tap and how to get started, which I'm really happy to send to you all, to make sure you get using it each day like I do, so you can feel calm and relaxed and more in control of what's happening, not only in your own body, but what is going on around you. You don't need to feel like you're on this treadmill of frenzied panic and pressure and worry, because these kind of methods can stop it in its tracks. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that was useful and that you enjoyed it. Thank you, Helen, that's great feedback. And drop me any messages, any questions, because that was quite quick. And if you've not done this before, I've dropped you right in, but I know you can handle it. But you drop me any messages, any comments, feedback, questions. I can send you tips if you'd like. And if this has been useful and you'd like me to do it weekly, I can do that too. Might be quite nice. Hang out with you all again. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much.